Hello, guys. Welcome to Custom Reactions. Once again, thank you so much for always liking, sharing, subscribing, of course, telling your friends about what we do right here at Custom TV. Big Lala, showstopper. You know, say we get a begging money, we know this.
I beg money, Koko.
Big Lala, you're welcome to the show today. And of course, quite a lot of people, are asking of you. They are saying, where is Big Lala? Where is Big Lala?
You see, Gongo, they're asking of 20 people are missing you.
Someone, one Osayemen, Daniel or something said, Lala, my love. Bibo.
I'm gonna show my finger, but I know where my wedding is.
Name a guy. Bro, no be small thing. Anyways, Big Lala, you're welcome to the show. How are you doing this morning?
I'm good. How you doing?
I did. We did lungo for here. Anyways, quickly. In 21, one thing that we know Davido, for, or that we, got to know him for was, where the features and everything. Davido in 2021 actually had lots of number one, features, the one with Focalistic, Kesta, the remix. There was Champion Sound that he did by himself, his first single of the year, his one and only single, for the year. There was also that one high, Radicule Gold. There was For You, with Tenny as well, and a couple of other, chart-topping singles that he did. But in terms of collaborations, Davido's fans were really upset last year for collaborating with every Tom, D, and Harry to say, Omo, anybody that comes my way, I'm going to. And of course, Lala, you frowned at that time, saying his management needs to do better. 2022, should they really do better?
Well, not because I found at them. I was just in agreement with his fan base who raised a valid concern.
Yeah.
So I just, when you say you side with people, I just sided with the fan base.
Yeah.
And I thought that it was valid. There were positives and there were negatives of having so many features. The positives were, yes, he had at least he appeared on at least 3 or 4 hit songs last year.
Yeah.
Or number one songs, like you call them. Negatives were, the Tom, D, and Harry just looked like, we'll just get the video on a song and expect magic, and then won't do any reasonable promotion.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen for them. So if you do the maths and say, 4 out of 40, it's not a good look. The ratio of songs that you know of the video that did last year and the ones I didn't, it was a lot. Yeah. That's why people complain. 2022, I've been of the opinion that we need to see more of David. We need to. Anything that has to do with showcasing David's talent has to be David by himself. We want David to show us the level that he attained with If and Fall. In that particular year. You can do it. That's what we're calling for.
And of course, started 2022 with Imego, baddest boy. Of course, that seems to be like a justification for more collaborations this year for him.
Yeah, it looks like it's another start of another barrage
of
collaborations. But I think, like I said, for baddest boy, if he chooses carefully, the songs he's going to do, and of course, people will be happy to see. To listen to as many features as he can deliver. But based off what he started with, the baddest boy, that's a jam. And late last year there was High, which is still a jam today. If he continues in that run, then nobody will raise an eyebrow about the collaborations.
Okay, so selectively, picking the collaborations and everything. He seems to be, working on a couple of stuff with Fuse, at the moment. He's been in the studio with him. And at the O2 Arena, Davido, when Young Blue, he did a song with, Young Blue the last time. When Young Blue came on stage, Davido shared a picture and said, our EP is on the way. Now, let's not forget, 2021, early 2021, Davido and Focalistic were on live together. And of course, they confirmed that they have an EP coming that has not seen the light of the day. Right now, Davido and Young Blue as well, an EP. What do you think about Davido, Young Blue, EP?
Well, it might just be, buzz of the moment. Maybe he didn't think too much about it or his plans. I didn't take the one with Focalistic seriously because I felt, that's not what Davido needs. And I'm a piano EP. I'm a piano artist, although everybody knows he delivers and I'm a piano beat.
Yeah.
So I didn't take that serious. Also, the one with Young Blue, I'm not going to take it serious as well. I think it's just hype. Like, yes, perhaps there might be an EP or there might be plans to do an EP, but I don't think anything is finalized, anything is finished. Or perhaps he's just trying to make Young Blue happy about it. I mean, the fact that he brought these guys down here for a show in the UK and they performed to a large audience. So I'm not going to take. I'm going to take the statements with a pinch of salt until I see something tangible. I don't think Davido's next move should be a collaborative EP with any of these guys. He's also said he's dropping his album this year.
Yeah, so we rise by lifting others.
Exactly, which they've announced the name. For me, that's even a more viable thing that you should look forward to while listen to that before any sort of EP. In fact, that EP is just go before you even come to limelight.
What would an EP with Young Blue even do for a Davido at this point? I mean,
exactly. So why is he doing an EP with a Focalistic? Why is he doing an EP with Young Blue? I think these are just his guys he's formed a sort of bond with. I don't think there's going to be any particular benefit for David doing an EP with any of these guys.
Is there a problem with Davido saying no?
Yeah, well, he's revised, but he's nice, and people might say he's nice to a fault. People might want to say that. And he's also generous. He's also generous to a fault. I don't think the problem is not saying no. I think he wants to strike a connection with certain artists or certain individuals. There's always the sentiment that
it's too emotional.
Yeah, he gets emotional about it, and then he does things to not really to please them, but because they are his guys and he sees them as family. And I think that's why he does some of these things. But of course, he can always say no. There might be reasons. I mean, the one with Wandeko, it may be him that said no.
Yeah, CDQ as well.
CDQ, he may be one that said no. So things like that. But I don't think he's someone that can't say no. But I know he's a very generous person. He likes to help.
If a Young Blue decides to, actually maybe, in the next couple of months, decide to drop the EP, I say, oh, me and Davido collaborative EP, out right now and all of that, without Davido dropping the album, is it going to affect the album in any way?
No, that's never going to happen. The only way that can happen is if Young Blue is a Nigerian artist. These guys are well structured. They know what's right. They don't get things out there without the approval of all parties. Like they know they do like us Nigerians. So I don't think that's going to happen. If anything, if he asks for a request, Davido will store that thing because what's next has to be the album Rise by Lifting Others. That might come in the first half of the year.
Okay, and of course, you think the Davido and Focalistic EP is never going to come out? They've been silent on it.
The way they've decided on it, that's where everybody will forget about it. In fact, people don't even remember. Now us remember. Now us when we do these things on a daily, and we would not say, these people talk say they want to do something else. I don't think that's going to come out anytime soon. The project, they are planning stuff. They want to go on tour. They want to go on the US tour. They're going to announce albums. They've announced the album already, and that's what's going to be on their mind. It's important they get it right. There should be no distractions with any EP from me. Young Blue or Focalistic.
The album is really, really important. We Rise by Lifting Others, the next album by Davido 2022. We don't know when that one, is going to drop. But of course, it might just have a Young Blue on the album. It might want to have, a Focalistic on the album as well. And there was a guy, that he brought on stage, quite unknown. I don't know him. He said, we got one crazy one on the album, and we said this thing before.
Guy from New York.
You guy from New York. We said this thing before. Davido, just might have, all songs on the album filled with collaborations. Again.
That guy may actually be talking about his album, not David's album. So I don't think David, he said in an interview that his album is going to be
more about
him than any other person. So I'm going to take him by his word because he said so. I don't expect that it's going to be filled with features.
Okay, so big last we go. Young Blue Focalistic EP with Davido cancelled. We should forget about it. It's not going to happen, or it just might surprise us and happen.
It's not going to happen. See, it's not going to happen. I don't see it happening. In fact, if it's going to, it won't happen. They will just carry the song. I wish they would do that.
Yeah, actually.
Or maybe they just carry the best song from the EP, put it on Davido's album.
On Davido's album and that's about it. Anyways, thank you so much, Lala, for coming on the show today. Thank you so much, guys, for all listening with us. This is Gusto Reactions. We love and appreciate you. Big Lala is saying thank you. And I think there's a news from the studio. There is a big news from the studio. They say make I tell you, say what is it?
This is Abby.
What is it?
When I send my share, come.
Anyways, thank you so much, Big Gala. Please enjoy the rest of your day and stay away from any fan base who won't give you basketballs and everything. Lala, can you drop your Twitter handle here so that people can drag you if they want to?
Okay, my Twitter handle is Olusheyi AK. Follow me.
Yeah, no, nice one. Anyways, guys, please follow me on Twitter as well at LALABOIY. That's Lala Boy. Oh my days! I'll see you guys on the next one. Please stay safe and God bless.